Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. Click on the screen. We'll start another run here. Stewardship, Let's see what else we can make happen here. Spellcraft, a smaller hand, no discarding, cheaper spells means you need to make the most out of your cards. Dude, I'll be honest with you. Spells cost -1. I think you jump immediately into the Awoken Stygian. The Awoken Champion, draw one card, you can just use that to get around small hands, and then all of a sudden, you have infinite cards that are cheap. I think recently we just had an Awoken Stygian, but I'm looking at this and I can't see a downside. I really can't. The spells being cheaper mean all the Stygian guard spells are gonna be amazing. Well, actually, spells cost -1. It's not just damage spells, it's any spell. So Hellhorn could have high damage backline minions along with Rage Enablers, One Horn's Tome. Those are spells, those are gonna be cheaper. So allied Hellhorn might be pretty good. The problem I see with this is killing units, but I hope maybe some of the spells we draw can handle that. Like, I don't know, Inferno Holdover? Let's see what happens. This could be pretty good. I just didn't want to do another Stygian. We've done Stygian several times lately. And Molting Imp Endless handles all the support units immediately. Sap Seraph is best Seraph for Thorns. And honestly, best Seraph for Awoken, I think. For a lot of different archetypes, honestly. But really what we want is draw champion. Rage does not decay, friendly units get healthier. I do like the Hammered Chestplate just for a little bit of bonus health. Very good on the morsels. Rage not decaying doesn't really matter too much, but if we can stack up a lot of rage, we can do a lot of damage. So maybe we'll go Rage Hellhorn units, and then we desperately want card draw. We can still get it later, but I want spikes due to the fact that it's better against wide units and it's better against the Seraph that we're gonna fight. Rage! Dude, Rage was a great game. I never played Rage 2, but Rage was fantastic, and I'm sad that people didn't like it. I will do this for a unit draft. It's gonna be real hard to kill these units, but you know what? We'll do it. Rage can be crazy good. Not Bill Murray, I don't know if you've seen it, but the last recording session, the last stream I did, I had an amazing Rage run. It was fantastic. It was like the best run ever. Do we have like any damage dealing spells? No. All of our torches are free, so yes. So honestly, I'm like, what if you just put the Sentient down here? And this'll hold over. You know what I'm realizing? Let's before I end turn, let's think for a moment about Slay the Spire and the relic called Triangle Totem Pole. Runic Pyramid. You don't discard your hand. It means you can play your cards for perfect value. We can hold this Restore and play it after we've taken damage, which is better value than just playing it when you're at full health. There's no reason to play it when you're at full health. There's no reason to play the Torch if you don't have anything to kill. Well, there's something to kill. You're taking damage, might as well put the Restore out there. You need a little bit more health, might as well put the Regen out there. Train Steward, you might as well dump it out there somewhere. You might as well play the cards when you can play them. Triangle Totem Pole. Look, I don't know names. So this is pretty good. Molting Imp will be playable next turn, and I'd rather play it next turn if the enemy has units that I can't really deal with. Because I want you to live to hit the boss. You might be able to kill the boss with Regen 5 right now. So I think, honestly, I'm just going to... I know I could ice these guys, but if I kill the boss next turn, I don't need to ice them. They're dead. So I'm just going to end turn and wait. We'll see if the boss does have a support unit in the back, so a Molting Imp is, like, absurdly good value here. It'll block 5. A Torch will also kill you, but a Molting Imp at the back would kill you. I could also put a Train Steward in the back. I can also give you more spikes. If I can't kill him, we're gonna put the Molting Imp up here. So we're gonna start with the spikes, which does kill you in one hit now. And now you're doing 98. Now you're doing 138. Okay, we are not gonna kill the boss. So, Molting Imp, we're gonna take 4 pyre damage. That's as good as we can get it. Honestly, it's good enough. It is. Torch, torch, torch. Save the restore for next turn. You're dead. We need 3 restores to make it through one of those attacks. The armor kind of screwed us. It made us take 4 damage. That's not that bad. I'll take it. Glimmer, Steel Enhancer, Razor Sharp Edge. Well, these are gonna be free. Again, Glimmer, we can hold on to and play it for perfect value. I'll be honest, a holdover Glimmer is insanely good value, although it does cost you a lot of card draw. We have damage spells that are free. We don't need to make Glimmer cheaper. We can make it plus 10 and holdover, which I think makes this absolutely worth taking. I think that's your call. Razor Sharp Edge, normally, I mean, Steel Enhancer is by default 0, so I don't think you take 0 cost cards. I think you cost 1 cards that will then be free. But Razor Sharp Edge by default is 1, so normally you put holdover and then -1 on this. But Glimmer, you can put plus 10 and holdover on it, and it's worth playing for 1, it's gonna be even more worth playing for 0. Ascend a unit. You could ascend all the train stewards to make a big floor. Do you want Welder Helper? Armor doesn't really matter on Thorn Tank. Rage 3 actually does matter because of Collection of Tales. So we can either use Rage to buff train stewards or the Sentient, or we can ascend a unit and make a bigger floor, or to move an enemy around or something. You can hold Hidden Passage and use it perfectly. You can hold the Rage and use it perfectly. Use it as a damage shield that also applies Rage. Man, I don't know. I think in the off chance we get a multi-strike, we'll take that, and we did get a multi-strike unit. We also got a Demon Fiend, but the Demon Fiend is not gonna be 2 energy, it's gonna be 4 energy. It's so freaking damn hard to play. But it's so freaking damn good. Hold on, hold on, hold on. If we get enough spikes and health and draw off of our champion, we don't need a quick sweeper. It's nice, but the thorns can kill the enemies when they hit. I'm still looking at the Demon Fiend and I'm like, how do you make it playable? If you can keep it in hand and then play it when you have the energy. The problem is you can't get the energy unless you get anything that gives you energy, which is hard unless it's the Imp. At least the Animus is playable, but you might as well just play a Train Steward. It's very good for the Rage gain though. I think I'm gonna go Demon Fiend because I can hold the card. It's like very risky, but I think that's what you do. And I don't think you go unit upgrades, I think you do go spell upgrades here. Should have clicked on the spell upgrade first. Rage 4, Slay Apply Rage. You kinda like it, don't you? You kinda like it for the Rage gain. Horned Warrior is also good, but a weird Rage gain could be kinda nice. Problem is capacity. You're only gonna have 2 or 3 units on the floor, 1 Imp. But it could be pretty good. Latem, you have a good night. Thanks for being here. I'll see you later. Put multi-strike on him, he's pretty good. Remove consume cost 1 more. That'll make that cost 1, that'll make that cost 1. Make a spell cheaper. Literally does not apply to anything. Alright, so you know what, I think we'll do this. And a free, you know, without having card draw, it's gonna be hard to cycle around. Maybe you don't worry about that. Maybe instead you just go for like a good restore or a good torch. And then maybe you like purge a crap restore, and you're gonna eventually hope for like a glimmer or something. I wish you could, you know, apply -1 energy to a big unit. I would love to do that. Spikes does not matter, because our spike unit is gonna kill their spike units. We do have a 5 HP enemy, but we can hold the restores and play them on him. And we definitely, you know, we know what we're gonna wanna do early, which is start playing, like, probably at the top, honestly. It's gonna be hard. Oh, we should have saved this torch for you, but luckily we drew a torch, so that's actually okay. Nope, thank you. This is gonna be very scary. A brief respite already, all right. I think you should play this. We'll play the restore next turn to keep this guy alive. You're gonna hit the pyre for 5. You're gonna add garbage to my hand. You're gonna disrupt my draw to an absurd degree, and there's nothing I can do about it. You're also gonna hit my pyre for 10, and you're gonna hit it for 6. No, you're not gonna hit it for 6 at all. I can't make him stronger. I don't have the... I didn't take Rage Enabler, did I? No, I did take Rage Imp. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Well, I mean, might as well put the Train Steward down. Might do something. We're gonna have 2 purges next turn. Our pyre is freaking bricked. You could use a heal. I don't know if it's actually even that good for you. Save the spells. This is a bad fight for us. Finally did get the Imp. The Imp is gonna die as soon as it hits anything, but we'll put the Imp out there. You're taking 105. Now you're taking 153. I'll be honest, I think you just buff this guy, now that I think about it. 4. You do 6 damage because of rage. So 4. You're gonna take 6 damage a hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have regen 2. I should have put sap on him and then 2 restores on the sentient, but I think this will still do it. It did, okay. So that was a scary fight. This is unfortunate. Hello, welcome, Hyper Blitz. How's it going? I returned for the start of a run. Kind of. We got Spellcraft, -2 cards per turn. Cards are not discarded. Spells cost -1. Dude, I didn't even think about it. We want card draw. Well, there's your stings. There's card draw. You love to see it. Ascend a unit. Ascend a unit. I'm gonna take that. And we're just waiting for when we can actually get good. Ooh, man, duplicating the Preserved Thorns is nice. We're just waiting until we can get good units out, which might be now. We could maybe go Merchant of Steel, but admittedly, duplicating this Preserved Thorn seems incredible because it'll give us 3 bonus cards on the next turn. I'm hoping to be able to handle the card negation after Daedalus, so I'm kind of tempted to just upgrade units instead. We do need units to be upgraded. You're a very good target for heals. And especially if we go draw, our champion is only going to do 10 thorns. This guy can do more. Large stone. All right, you know, a big tank is pretty nice. A big warrior, also pretty nice. Making this guy tankier does feel like the play, doesn't it? Giving you more chance of slaying, though, is also pretty good. If I can make you large and multi-strike, we could eventually go capacity and put you behind the Thorned Hollow. I'm gonna make you large and try to give you multi-strike. With the Slay Rage, this might be pretty good for us. I'm just gonna give our tank 25 health. Plus 10 damage. Let's put this on the Rage Imp, because they're probably gonna be played on the Rage floor. Maybe we should have gone here first. I'll do it. Please. Spells gain an extra upgrade slot. This is meaningless. We don't need -1 on spells. I'm gonna skip it. So we only lost like 50 gold from that. I would rather not lose the money, but we don't care about spells getting an extra upgrade slot. Spells are already -1 by default. That's already another upgrade slot. So, I hate to say it, but that's the call. A bit of a waste, but oh well. You love it, you love it, you love it! You love it. Boom, boom, boom. Now we still need Branded Warrior behind the Spike Tank, I think. Am I okay taking 10? Not really. We could play this next turn if we don't want to play it on this turn, and then play it on the second floor. I actually like that more. Because now we can play it here for no negatives, really. But we do need to play it, I think, on the middle floor. Why on the middle floor and not on the top? Well, right now, look who's on the top. No, I think this is the reason. So you can play your Thorn Hollow on the top and give them spikes, right? It's tricky. It's very tricky. You have 40 health. You have 30 health. You're gonna get spikes as soon as I play you down here. Just gonna put a train steward behind you. Put you on the top floor. Dealing 25, 45. Wouldn't I rather you get the kill instead of the Thorned Hollow? Like Sentient, like even right now, a Sentient Branded Warrior is rage gain. So you know what? We'll do that. Then you're gonna get raged. You're gonna gain attack if I play a spell. Well, we don't need to play Glimmer down here. We can play it on the middle floor next turn and also get the heal out of it. As for the regen, if you're taking 7, we should probably give it to you. Although we could also play it on the Thorn Hollow and make this guy tankier. I'm okay with that. He'll need to be healed up slowly anyways. So this Demon Fiend is kind of taking up my hand, but I still think it's okay. Eventually, you know, we can just add in the first Summoner Imp, you know, +4 energy imp we get, and then, you know, just use them. No room for the Rage Imp, I'm realizing. But again, we can just wait and ascend someone up for free. You're dying. Now you're dying, and we're getting another rage gain. I do like the rage gain, it's kind of nice. Could play Train Steward, Molting Imp, but that does not seem like the call. I think we just end turn. Again, save the cards. These are all units, so they're not going to be cheap, but you know, ideally I want to play a Molting Imp on this floor where there's going to be a 1 HP enemy. 22 damage. That takes, how much damage are you taking right now? You're taking 12 plus 10? You're taking 22? You're dealing 45 on your own? All right, watch this. Now you're both dead. How do you feel about that? Huh? How do you feel? Save the Molting Imp. Again, you know, just wait and use it on the next turn as a bomb. I like these Molting Imps. Guess that's, I mean, all you're getting. No reason really to put a Train Steward down there. Why are you only taking 10? Ah, you're not attacking, that's why. But you only have 20 health, so the torch will kill you, and then you're dead from the Branded Warrior. Branded Warrior Rage is getting kinda nice, it's getting stacked. Gotta like it. Should've waited on the regen until the next turn, we would've taken one less damage. Did I just hear Abe say he liked the imps? I'm liking the Rage Imp. Or sorry, we didn't draw that. I'm liking the the stupid explosive imps. There you go. Honestly, you stack up this floor. This is the important floor right now. Can't believe we didn't get Ascend, by the way. But I guess you do draw through the deck extremely slowly. Don't play the torch. Play the Train Steward though. Dump it out of your hand. There's Hidden Passage. So do we Ascend right now? We have no healing on our spike unit, so they're gonna die in one hit. This guy's at least gonna live for like 10 turns, and he has the same amount of spikes. He has less rage gain, but making the Branded Warrior live longer is the play. And we can just give him even more spike damage and even more regen, and it buys us one more turn to draw a spell. Well, more spells, I should say. Because that unit, if he's dead immediately, I don't think he's even worth playing. And hey, look at this. We're winning. 5-5-57, you're gonna give rage to everybody? Now even the train steward's doing 11. All right, scary, but we lived. With no trial there, though, it's easier. Dude, yes, yes. Draw cards, fantastic. Ooh, I just realized, first of all, Transcendent, pretty damn good, but also with the, with the lower card draw every turn, then it is difficult to draw spells early. You're probably gonna draw at least one unit every turn for a couple of turns. Just thought about that. Okay, so if we go energy, we can play Demon Fiends. If we go card draw, then it's easier to play spells, but I think we need energy and we need big units, and we have a Demon Fiend and we can't play him. So let's get energy, Demon Fiend, and we can play him, and then we're gonna hope to get card draw on our Spike guy, Spike Lord, and go from there. Now, Vine Mother, also a good card, because we can get one free sting every turn, but I think you want Demon Fiend energy first. And it's weird. It's weird to take energy here because the energy seems useless, doesn't it? You have 3 cards and your spells are free. I don't think you're wrong. I just think this is what we need to do. So we're gonna heal, get an artifact, hope it's something good. Friendly units enter with rage. Yeah, I mean, all units enter with +6 damage. That stays forever. Sounds good. Spells are free. The other benefit to this, I suppose, is that with energy, ideally that Rail Spike will draw more cards, but really all we want is the draw champion. And then we get around the negative of Spellcraft after turn 1. You put them down at the bottom, enemies will hit them, we'll draw cards, and then we'll have the energy to play cards that we draw. I should say we have the energy to play minions that we draw. We still haven't had the opportunity to add in, well, that's annoying. But I'm gonna do it for the gold because of the big units that we have now. And they're gonna actually die to the spikes, so who cares? Well, no, because we have armor. Okay, well, it's a bit of a problem then. We don't have a lot of spells to deal with this, but I'm hoping for a raise card. Yeah, you're gonna go straight to the next floor. So, you know what? Demon Fiend goes out. Okay, that's what we wanted. Look, our Pyre's gonna take damage because of the fact that we did the trial. That's fine, whatever. They're gonna take 10 here. You know, we knew that was gonna happen. I want the gold. You gotta get played. Demon Fiend has to get played too. I mean, if we play the Demon Fiend at the bottom, we can kill this heavy hitting unit before they even make it to the top. But then the Branded Warrior isn't really doing that much, huh? Would have really loved the Ascend, because then we could put the Branded Warrior at the top as well. The Demon Fiend has to get played, is the problem. I can save 9 Pyre health by playing a Torch on you, or I could get 75 gold. I'll be honest, I'd rather get the gold. And then I suppose you just save your hand here. You're gonna draw 3, 4, 5, 6. You're gonna have a hand of 10. Okay, 10 damage, you know what's happening. We did draw the Ascend, which means I can kill the second back unit here and put Rage on minions. And we could also play a Molting Imp up here for no reason except just to have another like Rage enabler. That's okay with me, honestly. Wait. Again, before you do that, actually do that. Thank you very much. And then a torch will kill the backline unit if we really want. Minus 62. We're probably gonna draw a torch. I think I save 1 pyre damage here. But hold on. Minus 62. You currently have 120. You're gonna have 62 up here. Okay, yeah, I think you're already dead when you make it up. So we'll IC you to take no damage. And the restores, you might as well save them and play them when you need to later. Because I don't know where I'm gonna play these restores. I don't know where they get the best value. So we might as well wait on them. We'll play them here if we have to. And Awoken's Rail Spike is just gonna draw 4 and make the cards free, which is pretty decent. So everything up here is already dead. That seems pretty decent. And you know what? Honestly, I think you just put the healing on this guy. You want him to live. You want this floor to live for as long as possible because we're gonna do 100 damage per turn. We're only doing like 70 damage per turn down here. I can't raise into more damage. I could raise into more damage literally when we draw the raise card again because the Demon Fiend can go up here. But yeah, I wanna heal up here. Even for like 2 spikes, we'll play that there. We're also gonna draw a lot of cards. You're dead, which is fantastic. Okay, we'll draw 4. We're gonna draw more next turn. Do these deadweights stay or do they get discarded? I have not been paying attention. Rage Imp, we'll let him sit for a little while. More spikes? Well, we would need we need a lot more spikes to kill these guys. Actually, hold up. This plus the torch gets a kill, and now they have to actually start making it up per floor. Love it. Fantastic. So we took 10 damage, and now we're handling the situation. You gotta like it. You gotta love it. Now, of course, this is when you get a brief respite, but oh well. I know we could play it down here, but I don't see the need. I think you want to play it up there. 3, 4, 5. Deadweight staying in your hand sucks. Don't add too many of these to your deck. You have 14. I really don't want you to skip in the middle floor, so there you go. You're doing 314. I think we can safely get rid of the torches. We're gonna be drawing 2 plus a couple more. We're gonna be drawing like 5 cards soon. Plus 4. Let's give a couple on you. There you go. Actually drew, oh right, because you attacked, the back guy attacked for 1, so we drew one more card than I was expecting. You're taking 115. Look, you're not making it through the top floor. Honestly, I'm like, what if we just raise our tank? And we say goodbye. Also, hello, Train Steward, Fledgling Imp. Now you're taking 51, okay. It allowed me to dump some cards, that's nice. Well, just don't raise them into the pyre and you're fine. You know what, don't even risk something making the torch turn into the Ascend. So that was just fine. 10 damage, who cares? Apply spikes 4. Restore friendly units to full health, and it stays in your hand. I just realized. Magic Hand, cards are not discarded at the end of turn. Basically everything is permafrost. I get it now. Descend a unit and restore 10 health. So we could make a middle floor that's insanely powerful. Kinda like that. Restoring to full health isn't that important. It will be important later, but hopefully we'll, be able to draw more heals and make Glimmer, plus 10 holdover, which is what we wanted to do for a long time. Consume apply spikes 4. We don't need it. I feel like we should take something, and maybe we should take the rare card. We can put it in our hand and just leave it there. Inferno. Yes, this is what I want. Well, the Rage is nice. Important work, we can just save it for energy and card draw by killing an imp, and then play another imp in its place, probably. But Inferno is just so damn good, especially if you get holdover, then Inferno wins you the run if you draw it. Well, maybe not your run, it wins you the fight. It wins you whatever fight you're on, let's say. So I do like that. With 300 gold, I think you really do fish for like a holdover. Plus 10, goes on Glimmer. Inferno goes on holdover. You could dupe it to draw it earlier, but I'd rather dupe it after you upgrade it. And we need to make spells better anyways. And we need to remove Train Stewards. So we'll see what we got here. Yeah, permafrost. I'll do that. I think what I will do is this. I think what I will do is make Inferno cost 1. I mean, we have the money, and we are literally not spending it on anything else. Remove Consume cost 1 more. I wish that this is not what we got. You know, we could make this holdover if we remove Consume on it. But once we play our champion, we don't need to worry about that. Plus 10 magic power. Better heal or a better torch? Better torch. This is not what I wanted. We'll still go for spell upgrades in the future to try to fish for that holdover. Sap and Frostbite, Burnout, Rage and Armor. Rage and Armor could be nice, because the Rage doesn't decay. Put it on a backline unit or something right before the boss actually does its garbage. It's nice, you know, it's a energy dump. Sap and Frostbite applies to the one enemy unit, and they're gonna die. The Spike applies to one of your units, and it keeps them alive. We don't really have a good unit for this. We need multi-strike on, you know, the Rage guy, but I think this is still fine, and we're just gonna remove the last Train Stewards. The spells being free makes them more playable, and we have enough units that we can make this work. We don't want Train Stewards. We want to play the imps on the floor with the, God. We want to play the imps on the floor with the, champion or our spiky dude, Thorned Hollow. So, if we play the Sentient in the middle, it'll kill all these units. Sounds good to me. This guy has 80 health, you have 60, and you draw us a card. You go there. And then do we play the Thorn Hollow in the back? I do see a reason to play the Thorn Hollow, and it's so that you can get the Gold Goblin. But really, you're looking for the Demon Fiend, and honestly, you're looking for the Demon Fiend, and you're looking to ascend it whenever you can. By the way, this is perfect. And I'll be honest, I don't want you to have Rage, because I don't... Alright, well, I want you to have Rage. You might as well put it on, I suppose. Alright, there you go. We did get the Ascend, which is, I mean, honestly, fantastic. We could ascend both units behind the Sentient, which I think we're going to do. We can't play the Branded Warrior, but I think it's worth it to play the Demon Fiends. We don't have another Ascend, and we don't have a Descend. So what would we rather have? I'd rather have the 50-50s. So it's gonna be you, and then next turn we'll play the other one and raise them up. I don't really want these guys to hit me. We can torch them next turn though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna be putting all of our eggs into the Sentient basket due to the fact that we have 2 Demon Fiends. So we'll do it like this and end turn. We'll draw them next turn. They don't explode. We can look at what's happening. You know, maybe you actually do let them hit you because you can just heal next turn. I can ice these guys instead. Hello. Goodbye. You know, maybe we should have left him down there, believe it or not, because it would have done 50 damage to him. Raise him up next turn, heal him, would have been at full health. Minor plays like that I think will matter. So right now we're drawing 3. plus our base 3. So now we're gonna draw a full hand. Awoken Railspike. We're gonna wanna play this basically as soon as we can. And honestly, if you're living, you don't play Unleash the Wildwood. You get more value out of it later. We could also save the Awoken Railspike and play it later, and as a result, I can play like a couple of minions now, and we have some imps that need to be played. So I'm like a Branded Warrior, Imp. I know we're not getting value out of it. Imp. You're gonna hit us, and we're gonna draw max cards. There you go. We'll draw more next turn, because we don't have any more like units to draw. Oh, we have 1 unit to draw. Who cares? But what we do want is a torch. Might as well use the worst one available, then torch, then we'll sting. You're not really doing any damage, which is unfortunate. You might as well heal. Do I want this card to shuffle? Honestly, playing it on this floor would be okay, but we want it to heal. We'll play this later. We'll draw 4 cards, make them free. Oh, hey, look, okay cards that were already free. But we drew them. That's the important part. The important part is that we drew them, we can play them now. So I'll be honest, 2 regens plus a couple of restores keeps you alive for a long time, but we can honestly just do the same thing here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. So we're gonna do it here. Maybe we should have played them so that they shuffled, but they consumed anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh, I like weirdly like clicked, dragged, or right-clicked, and I'm surprised that it worked as well as it did. Okay, easy fight. There's our Inferno again. And I don't think we need unit upgrades. The Demon Fiends, Channel Heart, what are you? Stings get plus 20 magic power? That's okay. I don't think we need to upgrade units. I think what we need is stuff like Awake, Bramble Lash, draw -2 next turn, not Pyre Grow. We need to make spells better, hold over the Inferno. Awake and Bramble Lash are amazing. I think Bramble Lash might be the best one because we do have a lot of spikes. We're not really playing with the Thorn Hollow, but we can play with him. I think we didn't because that's how the draw worked out for us. But eventually our champion is just gonna go to the bottom floor, give us draw, and then die, and then we're gonna have enough cards in hand to keep the Thorn Hollow alive. That's what the ideal strategy is, I think. Minus the fact that we got one big boy that can't fit behind any of our other units. Maybe making this Hidden Passage holdover would be good. We have a lot of holdovers that we want, believe it or not. But Awake is fantastic, Bramble Lash is fantastic as well. Awake I do like, because if it's frosted, if it's permafrosted, if it's frozen, if it's not discarding Magic Hand, then we can play it for good value. Bramble Lash does damage, but we do enough damage with our units. Do we do enough damage? We could use a damage spell. We don't have one, except for Inferno. Okay, I'll take it. Another Inferno. Well, now you got me thinking. Imp in a box, add 2 imps. We don't need more units. Tiresome Climb. Ascend a unit and apply Daze 2. I think you go with another Inferno. We want to have one floor that's open right now, and having another one makes it so much playable. Like, I've done Inferno holdover runs before. It was holdover Ensnare, holdover Inferno, and then every turn you ensnare the high HP enemies, you Inferno, everything dies, nothing makes it to the second floor, and then by the time they do, you have enough big units up there that the enemies all die on their own. And it's a good run. It's a good run. Gotta think about this. Do you make the Thorn Hollow large and then ascend everything into it? You can make him take up his own freaking floor. It can work, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. But I think you re-roll. Endless. Do we want an endless molting imp or an endless fledgling imp? Give raged enemy units repeatedly, bring it back, keep playing it. It's actually a pretty nice damage multiplier. He does a lot of damage on his own. This makes the damage upgrade worthless, but 3 rage every turn plus a damage shield is kind of nice. The problem is it's so hard to play him because you can't play him on a big floor. So you know what? Now that I think about that, I don't think that's the call. If anything, you would make a molting imp endless so that you can play him on the bottom to kill all the support units every turn. And then fledgling imp could just do more damage and act as a damage dealer if you draw him early enough. I don't know. I don't love those upgrades, but I really don't know what else you do about that. Heartless, nope. Pyre kill, nope. Plus 25 health, yep. Yeah, you coming out as a 105, that seems pretty good. What would we want to add to this deck? Another Ascend, a Duplicate to duplicate the Ascend, Holdover Inferno. We don't need unit upgrades at this point. I would have loved to have gotten Multi-Strike for a Demon Fiend, but making the tank larger is acceptable. Spells, I think, are the way to go. 2 capacity down here does suck, but remember, the whole point of this is draw. 1 HP enemies also kind of sucks, but we'll deal with that later. You need to start punching. I can play this guy at the top later. Oh hey, look at all this lovely draw. It's almost like we planned for it. You're dying, you guys are making it up. Ah, you gave him armor! I'm gonna have to give you a lot of freaking spikes very quickly. You're very big too. I need this guy to have 11 spikes within 2 turns. So we're gonna start with basic restores. We're gonna dump the sap on you. You're gonna have 6 spikes. This will give you another 2. I need to somehow add another 2 spikes to you. It's gonna be hard to do. Like 2 regens, basically. This'll do it. This'll do it. Okay, yeah, I mean, did you really have to give him another 10 armor, Fel? You dick. Alright, well. I guess you might as well just keep stacking it up, huh? 1, 2, 3. We're gonna have too many cards in hand. We should play something. Problem is, what do you play? There you go. Spells make you stronger. It's not even worth really... You know, it is worth playing a spell down here to kill one of these units and to make you attack. That way you can actually take 10 damage. But it's gonna hit Fel, I guess. Annoying turn. Took 6 damage. Even though I tried to deal with it, the Fel's armor is just destroying me. It's not really destroying me, but it's awkward. Molting Imp. We want that Rage Imp. You're living! Well, the Rage Imp does a lot of damage up here. It doesn't kill you, though. Or does it? You're dazed. Damn it. Okay. So you're gonna hit the pyre for 5. But then you'll be dead, I hope. Molting Imp. There's no weak enemies down here. I might as well give you another stack of regen and you get 10 armor. I don't think it matters. Actually, can I do 22? You'll have 12. You know what? This would have killed you. That would have killed you. I'm a fool. If I had played this before I gave him armor, he would have been dead, and we would have saved 5 damage. That's dumb. That's dumb for me. Like, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have made that mistake. That's a dumb mistake to make. Control Z. Nope, that just opens your deck. Oh well. Yeah, because he's gonna have 22 HP, right? Yeah, he's gonna have 22. give myself 6 rage, which is another 12 damage. But that's just going on to the Alabaster Guardian. Could give you more damage. 1, 2, 3. We need to discard cards. We need to discard more cards. You can Spire Cheese it and restart the fight. Like Alt F4 and come back? I'm not gonna do that. You're dead! Fantastic. The imp's killing you. Endless imp. Another imp. Did cost us energy, so we'll play Awoken Rail Spike later. You know what we could do? Inferno. We should save this for when we draw the Ascend, which is somewhere in here. We should draw it next turn. We can play it on the middle floor. Problem is these guys are gonna make it up and probably live to hit the pyre. Unless I Inferno right now. If I do Inferno right now, I can just play the Demon Fiend next turn. I really want these guys to die, admittedly. But if I Inferno them, he's not taking 68. But if I Inferno them, they'll die to this floor. Buried Coffee, you have a good night. Enjoy yourself. I mean, I could Inferno down here, but I think that's dumb. It would kill 3 minions. We'd lose our Sentient and we'd lose our mass draw. These guys are the ones that worry me though. Like I'd rather Inferno here and just play a Demon Fiend next turn. You're doing 32, you're taking 20. You'd both die to spikes if I Inferno here. You'd live, but honestly I'd probably draw another Inferno. You know what? I can't help but feel like that's the way to do it. I really can't help but feel that. And you know what? We could just play the Branded Warrior, who's gonna get a kill. Now we're gonna have a lot of cards in hand next turn. In fact, we should probably play the Torch so that we can draw as much as possible. A lot of spells coming up, you like to see it. Let's play the... Honestly, play the Torch on Fel. Right, Imp. I hate to see it, but we did get Hidden Passage, so we can get the Branded Warrior out of here. Branded Warrior's probably not getting too many kills at this point, but we'll still Hidden Passage him out, and then, oh hey look, Inferno. That buys us a turn, which is really nice. That also makes sure that you live. I also never thought about this, but this is draw. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. We also have 25 damage stings, which I completely forgot about. All right, end turn. All right, Imp. How you doing, Imp? You're dying. We're hitting the point where nothing's making it through the floor. I could Demon Fiend you. Honestly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I like the idea that you're getting killed by the Branded Warrior. I'm not gonna kill you. What are you, crazy? I think this is worth it. You 240 damage on a Bramble Lash, excuse me? Turns out Spell Weakness would have been a nice thing to have on this. Draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Draw 4. Oh hey look, they're all free. Who would have thunk it? Final wave. Oh hey. So, you're dying, you're taking 40, we're gonna have mass draw. Well, you know, we could just play a freaking Inferno. Or we could play it next turn on this floor with nothing here. Probably better. We might be able to ascend the Demon Fiend, honestly. So let's see if we can do that. Costs all of our energy, but I still think it's worth it. You're not gonna get killed by the Rage guy. So honestly, well, I mean, If we have garbage in our hand, why not just torch? It's gonna cost us a little bit of damage, but I mean, we got a glimmer too. This floor is perfect. Don't do anything. Now you're dying. Now we're doing more damage. Love it. Torch. Restore. 2 Infernos, which we'll play next turn. Our hand is gonna be completely full. We got the Ascend. Get out. GTFO. Flee. Inferno. Inferno. Torch. Restore. Restore. Endless Imp. And then next turn we'll have this Bramble Lash do like 300 damage. $440? You're hitting me for 28 and then you're dying? Okay. That worked quite well. We did take some damage. It's slow for us to build up. That's the thing right now. It's slow to build. Dark Deal on the champion is Rage 7, deal 5 damage, and draw a card. Spikes on a friendly unit, we know that this is good. Another Rail Spike to draw more cards is also pretty good. But the problem I'm noticing with the Rail Spike is, yeah, we draw cards, but we don't really make anything cheaper. But I kind of like Dark Deal for damage and rage on the champion, and we can just heal it up with that Wilds card. Or we could, you know, apply damage to one of our own units. And it is 14 damage a turn. So I think now we say, with the Ascends, we don't need capacity. We'd much prefer the draw to get to the cards to be played. Get through the deck faster, get that Awoke card, maybe get another one, maybe duplicate it. So I want to upgrade. I want Holdover, desperately. And I'm just gonna reroll for it. Now here's the question. Do you hold over the Hidden Passage or do you hold over a 1 energy Inferno that will ice things? And I think you hold over the 1 energy Inferno that will ice things. Plus 10 magic power. It's pretty good on a torch, on a restore. Like a single good healing restore is pretty good. But we have a Glimmer, you know, we have Unleash the Wildwood. We don't really need energy though. Bramble Lash free is okay. Let's just make a restore. We do enough damage, I think, with that, with the Infernos. Make a unit +2, 30, and 30. So a Demon Fiend would be 5 capacity and an 80-80. The Thorn Hollow can be a 6 capacity, 51-35. I'll be honest, I did not realize you could have more than 3 upgrades on a unit. But there you go. That's insane. How about a 3 imp that's 31-31? I'll be honest, I think you get more value from Minor Refraction. Then you can play the Demon Fiend like behind the Thorn Hollow and then you don't have to ascend him. You could also play the Branded Warrior in order to get some rage kills. As cool as it is to just have like a 4 upgrade Thorn Hollow, I think you get more value by making something else small. I think you upgrade the Demon Fiend. Now would I duplicate him? Probably not, but I think you upgrade the Demon Fiend there. That's a good upgrade to get for free. 120 health, yes please. Spikes 20 is okay, but remember, we're not putting all of our hopes and dreams on the champion. We're putting all of our hopes and dreams on the Thorn Hollow. Spikes 5 enemies, that's not a problem. The units that have multi-strike will die in 1 hit to our champion. The units that make it up, we have enough health on our minions that Spikes 5 doesn't really bother us. And we have Unleash the Wildwood. So this is like the easiest, yes, put this trial on I've ever seen. So negative capacity at the bottom is honestly okay. We could save, well, you can't save any damage, end turn. Well, I mean, you just play some torches. Sounds pretty good. You're taking 15. You're taking 30. Doesn't really matter what happens to you. We need to start building up this floor. Oh, we don't have the energy for the Demon Fiend because you cost 1. I should have played the Demon Fiend only. That's okay. You're taking 56. Problem is, this guy's gonna make it up, and he's gonna hit the pyre at this rate. But I will draw 3 more cards. And you got me tempted. You got me tempted with the holdover Inferno on the second floor. Yeah, you got me tempted. We can stall for the ascend in order to play units up here, but this saves our pyre just an infinite amount of damage. Yeah, we lose the unit, who cares? Now you still have 74 HP. You're still kind of hard to kill, admittedly. But Bramble Lash can be used as a final ditch effort to kill a unit if we need to. And remember, Torch is also a draw. You know, yeah. I didn't even think about this earlier, but that's just a very good card, Torch. It replaces itself. Yeah, it hurts your unit, but you know, you don't need to exhaust the card out of your deck. You just play something else in its stead. You're doing 74. Taking 26. Would a Glimmer kill you next turn? I don't know. But I'm tempted for a Glimmer down here, but you're all dead next turn to an Inferno anyways. Well, you're not, but the other guy is. So it's not worth Bramble Lashing you. So we're just gonna restore you. We have too many cards in hand. We don't really have any good place to play them. And Unleash the Wildwood is still okay here. I want to thin up my hand for more draw. We're gonna draw 2 + 4. We're gonna draw 6 cards. So honestly, play that. Play this. I wanted Thorns up here anyways, more than the healing, so drawing this instead of the Glimmer is still acceptable. I think you just play that every turn without even thinking. If we have to play Bramble Lash, I think we will. The other guy that's making it up has more health, but so be it. Well, I mean, if you're making it up and you have more health, a Demon Fiend will kill you because you'll die to this guy. And then we can just wait for hopefully drawing Hidden Passage. If we don't, though, we're putting ourselves into a position where we don't have a unit for the top floor. Well, no, you go up here, right, because you're 1 pip. Now you're gonna die up here regardless. So all we need to do is kill you. Will 12 damage do it? No, this'll do it. All right, that's what we want. And now we're guaranteed next turn, I think, to draw a Hidden Passage. And we're also guaranteed to draw, you know, good stings. 26, 56, yeah, you're dead. So let's just hit you so I can hit the unit in the back. That caused us to draw, which is awesome. Regen goes up there. Torch for 12. I think a Torch for 12 is worth playing on them. Ukono Rico, hello, welcome. Hello. And He the Beast, hello, welcome. How you doing? Sorry, I was paying attention to the screen, not to chat, but hello. You need to go up. You know, we honestly should Inferno first. And then honestly, I think we should just Imp, Rage Imp, Ascend, other Imp, give you even more Rage. I could give you Rage and you're healing the damage anyways, but we'll probably heal the damage from this guy and he's in the back, so I kind of like this on him. End turn. Dun, 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 dun. I think he said hi to Disp. I think so. I said it earlier. Oh, you know what? Maybe I didn't say hi to Disposable. I think what I did was I was mentioning the Disposable Twig Breaker combined effort to extort me on the last stream. I think that's what I mentioned. But I mentioned that earlier. All right, look, I don't think we need to play the Imp. Inferno's getting the job done. Now, if we let you make it up, you're gonna have, well, you're taking 33 damage. No, Imp, stop it. If we let you go up, you attack for 0, 5, 6, 7, 82 damage. You'll die to the rage guy. So you know what? Sorry, Imp. We might as well Inferno down here instead. Now this guy will die to spikes, so it's not worth trying to kill him with the rage guy. We'll play the Inferno on him. But everything else we got, we're just dumping it on our new champion. And we're gonna wait until we have 4 energy for the spike. Dun, 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 dun. AbeClancy, not you. Oh, you guys are talking about Beast, not saying hi to Disposable. Well, look, what? You say something that makes it think like I'm ignoring chat. I assume that you're talking about me. Get it? Because I usually am. Well, I want this next turn, so we'll do this. We'll take less damage. Wait a minute, no, don't play that there. Play this down here. Dark Deal, absolutely. We have 4 energy, so you know what? There you go. There's armor and a whole bunch of rage. And that 32 rage is not getting reduced. Neither is it getting reduced against Seraph, which is pretty sweet. We'll wait to unleash the Wildwood after this this turn, after we lose all the health, so end turn. Oh, hey, look, lots of units. No support units anymore. Do we have any other units in the deck? No? All right, welcome aboard 1 damage Imp. 55, 55. This actually heals him to full. This heals him to full too. What cards am I looking to draw that helps us? Bramblelash is going to be drawn. Stings and Dark Deal's going to be drawn. We're gonna draw 4 cards next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the only thing I really want to play is regen cards, and then we'll end turn. Because I don't want to play Glimmer or Unleash the Wildwood. I want to shuffle with these in my hand, so I'm more likely to draw Dark Deal, or Stings, or damage dealers. I don't care about restoring to full health. It doesn't matter once this guy starts attacking. We'll end turn. Now, Inferno is still pretty good damage, and I think it's worth playing. It's gonna cost us 1 draw next turn, but that's okay. Bramblelash needs to be saved. We do need to play like 1 Glimmer or an Unleash the Wildwood. I guess you could play the Glimmer and hope to draw it again. We didn't shuffle, unfortunately. I forgot that we only drew 4 cards as soon as I mentioned it. But there's 12 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everything else will be saved. Okay, no Infernos, but a Sting is acceptable. You're already dying, which is perfect. Then we'll play everything. Restore. Torch. 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 Full heal. 400 damage. You have 577 remaining. You're hitting us twice. Twice? Maybe 3 times. With the restore, you could be hitting us 3 times. Regardless! You're freaking dead! And this guy is real small. He's real tiny. We took 0 pyre damage. And we have the opportunity for another Bramblelash. Yeah, or Stings. Man, Preserved Thorns is amazing, but Bramblelash is also like 400 damage. But draw is what we need, it's most important. 5 damage, armor 20, yes please. Although Rage 4, armor 5 is also pretty good. Would we care more about making enemies, or making allies tankier, or would we care more about making them do more damage and be slightly tankier? I think maybe we want Inflame. Okay. That unit was endless. You go to play it in the bottom and the middle. So the reason why I didn't play that Imp at the bottom and the middle, the 1 damage Imp, was that it literally doesn't matter. He does does no damage on his own because he doesn't survive 1 hit, and he deals 5 damage. For 1 card draw, I'm doing 5 damage. Or for 1 card draw, I could, get a rage card, heal, get more regens out there, which I think is more valuable than just 5 damage. On these boss fights, when they have 4,000 health, if you can deal, play 5 damage twice, who cares? You gotta think bigger. You gotta think that 1 extra regen might do 400 extra damage. You gotta think that 5 regen might kill a boss. You gotta not just play something for value. You gotta play it for worth. I think, anyways. So I think we're gonna go for unit upgrades. Why? Making the Demon Fiends bigger, I think, is what we want. Multi-strike would be amazing. Honestly, our spells are perfectly okay. But the Demon Fiends, I think, need to deal more damage. And we get that from the left path. And we could even duplicate like a 1 pip Demon Fiend, or we could duplicate like another Inferno so we can kill the units as they move up. We could duplicate like another Sap card. If we upgrade the 1 pip Demon Fiend with Multi-Strike, I think we duplicate that. We could also duplicate Dark Deal, which I think is a great card. I've learned to come around on Dark Deal. But what we do not need, I think, is spell upgrades. I think our spells are fine. Because during that last fight, our spells were perfectly acceptable, especially when we torched ourselves in order to get draw. So, energy is not important. Enemies get -1 attack is okay. Friendly units get +2 on kill is okay. I don't know if that synergizes with spikes. I don't know if a spike kill counts as a kill, because it's not a slay trigger, it just says on kill. Quick is not what we're looking for. +5, +10. Like, you could dump it on this Demon Fiend, I guess, or you could just make the Demon Fiend tankier. Tankier Molting Imp is also okay, but you kind of want them to die. And I think we definitely need to spend cash. If we don't like those options, though, maybe we'll just re-roll. Is the -1 really that worth it? Not really. We're not gonna live based off of -1. You know, it's not like we're winning via sap and then, you know, 1 extra sap might make the difference. It's not like we're not putting up a bunch of regen anyway. And we're actually not putting up a buttload of regen. We're not putting up 50 regen or healing for 56 every turn like we did on a couple of runs ago. We're just putting up enough regen to get by. On Seraph, I'm talking about here. You know, we're gonna be putting up like 15 or 20 regen, which it doesn't keep us in the black. So I think you just reroll this. Units cost -2. That's actually pretty nice, because it means we can play the Demon Fiends earlier, instead of having to have a full turn for a Demon Fiend. Summon abilities trigger an additional time. Only affects a couple of imps. Now, the Fledgling Imp would be a good one to double up on. The problem with that, it would also double up on the Thorned Hollow. It'd give him 80 max health. But the problem with the imps is that it would only affect the Fledgling Imp, which isn't really something that we play on a floor with lots of minions. So I really do think you go -2, just to help you play your important units. And now that they're cheaper, I think you really do fish for great upgrades. We'll put 5-10 on this Demon Fiend. We'll reroll. Multi-strike is exactly what we wanted. We'll put it on the small one because it's going. I'm gonna put it on the small one because I'm going to put this unit behind the Thorned Hollow and ascend the other Demon Fiend, but on the off chance I need to Inferno something, I will Inferno this Demon Fiend. So we get 5 less damage off the multi-strike, but I'm still doing it like this. You can't convince me otherwise, I think. This Demon Fiend will just get a little bit of an upgrade. We will remove the torches drawing is nice, but if you just remove it, then you don't draw it. So, but you can hold it to draw on a better turn. I don't think you need a second Molting Imp. I do think you duplicate the multi-strike Demon Fiend. I think that's fantastic. We've done this. We have 10 gold. We're gonna fight Seraph. Yep, let's go. So I got the upgrade I wanted, multi-strike. That's the only thing I really cared about as far as unit upgrades go. Large stone doesn't even really work unless you large stone the small stone Demon Fiend, and then it's just kind of weird. But this is also exactly where I wanted the low capacity, because we can put Branded Warrior at the bottom. It's going to be Sentient, Branded Warrior, Demon Fiend up here, and then we're going to play the tank in the front, and then we'll play Demon Fiend up here, and then Ascend it after we draw Inferno, or we can play it before we draw Inferno if we get the Ascend before Inferno. And we can also draw a lot of cards on this turn, which is fantastic. So you go out, oh look, things are dying. You go out, oh look, you're doing damage. Rail Spike. It didn't draw good cards, but what it did draw was good enough cards. And we got the good Inferno, which is just fantastic. We'll keep drawing. We got another Inferno, which is just ridiculous. We don't need 2 Infernos, but we might as well keep one. You know what we don't need? We don't need more draw. I'm gonna ice a unit. Might be a little bit wonky. You don't need the draw. This is what you needed. You needed the Thorned Hollow. You needed the Demon Fiend. Then you start playing your Infernos. We can even play the other Inferno if we don't want to play this one, which I think is perfectly okay. Let's make you spikier. Let's make you more regen-y. Let's make you restore more. Let's get the expensive Inferno out of my hand. It's fantastic. He the Beast is complaining about buying bits on mobile, and I think they should change it. You know, I've never done it. I assume it is garbage, though. That sounds a little bad. You're dying. Do we have a Wake the Wildwood? No. If our champion dies, it's actually not that bad because of our Infernos. It's awkward, but it's not the end of the world. I think what we're going to start with, though, is just the Preserved Thorns. No. We got to discard cards from our hand first, which means... Right, okay. This is what it means. Good Demon Fiend. Should have played the Inferno first because I'm going to kill my units or whatever. Good Demon Fiend. We're going to Rage the Demon Fiend. We're going to Raise the Demon Fiend, and then you're going to die. Sorry, bub. Then we'll just play a couple of Stings. That kills you. But we don't have to... Like, we can let the regen work its way on you. Let's make sure that you die soon. Dark Deal is a great card. We'll put it on the Demon Fiend in the back. Inflame, same thing. Inflame could go on the unit in the middle for the armor, but I just kind of want to make the back unit just as beefy as possible. And then I don't even think you play the Molting Imp. I don't want it to cost me draw. I hate that our champion is dying, but this is what I wanted. I wanted to unleash the wild to keep him alive, and we didn't get it. So, unfortunately, the bottom floor is done for, but we still have what we need to survive. We're gonna lose out on a bunch of card draw, oh well. And in fact, now it is worth playing the Molting Imp, except, oh wait, no, we have a better imp. It's called Inferno, which I'm just gonna play. I'm sorry, dude. Look, I'm red. This is kind of what I do. Yeah, you guys are toast. I don't need to worry about you. Let's just play the good torch. Do we even need to play this for healing? It's a good heal, but we don't need to play it. I'd rather just get restores for the +1 regen, weirdly enough. And Bramble Ash, we might as well hold on to it in hand and just focus on playing other cards when we draw them. We could play the Demon Fiend here and then ascend it, and we are going to, but we might as well wait. Okay, there's our Inferno. So you are both dead. We're starting to take a little bit of damage, but that's what Unleash the Wildwood is for. You know, we can just play it later. And you know what? For 3, I think this is worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We draw 4. Yeah. So no reason to play anything else. Everything is dying. Perfect. Twig says, I'm always here in spirit, Beast. Because Beast said, I was thinking Abot was commenting on me saying if Twig was leaving and say that it was the best thing to happen in a long time here. That's a confusing... See, this is why I don't follow chat. You guys are confusing. But yes, Twigbreaker is always here in spirit. He's our spirit man. I think a Glimmer is okay. Nice little heal. We still don't need to play Unleash the Wildwood. We still don't need to play Molting Imp. We still don't need to play Bramble-Ash. We still don't need to play Demon Fiend until we draw Ascend. So I think you just keep playing this Inferno at the bottom because it's fantastic. You're taking 10, but you're healing enough. Let's just ice, you know, 1 unit. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But we're getting +7. If we're drawing +7, I actually feel like maybe you could get like a full heal because it does trigger the spike gain. You know, play a Torch just to get it out of your deck. You could even play the Demon Fiend. I don't want him taking damage. Maybe I'll leave the Demon Fiend in. End turn. We'll draw 5 out of 7. Got a Glimmer, that's acceptable. Could save it so that when we rage, we can heal that damage, but we haven't Unleashed the Wildwood, which we're gonna play later anyways. I wanna play this because Seraph is on the floor and it counts as a Thorns. You know, perfect value. You get very good value out of the card. That made Seraph take more damage. Might as well torch ya. Keep playing this Inferno. It's been a while since I've had a repeated Inferno run, but I love it. I love it regardless. This is a weird one. What do you play? I still think you play nothing, except we're pretty likely to draw Hidden Passage soon. We have a lot of Stings in hand. I need to draw through the deck faster. I need to, like, purge this Imp from my hand forever. Bramble-Ash would mean we would do an extra 40 damage to Seraph. The full heal. You know, let's play this for Thorns. Now we draw 5. Now, we're running a little low on time. I think you still Inferno. I think you Inferno. I think you're dead, so I think we're just gonna sting you. Dark Deal's pretty good. Now you're at 96 times 2. We're drawing 6 cards. If we're drawing 6, we might as well redraw the Imp and do 5 damage. I think it is worth playing here because it doesn't cost us anything. At 5 cards, we were only drawing 5 out of 6. Now we're gonna draw the 6th card being the Imp. It doesn't cost us anything and it does 5 damage. So believe it or not, that is worth playing. We did draw the Ascend, finally. So the Ascend goes down, it comes up. We're gonna save Bramble-Ash, hit him with the Restore. He's taken 3, but he'll be just fine. And right now, again, well, I mean, you think you still just Inferno him, and then you can Torch him, and then you don't need to play the Imp to cost you draw. Save it. You're dead. We're losing 2 units, but our 100 times 2 Demon Fiend is living. How come Rage 30 is 50 damage? Sap, I understand. It took me a minute. I was like, wait a minute, these numbers, they don't make any sense. Now, just don't play Inferno. And now you're living. Second Demon Fiend is living. We didn't really play anything. Now you're living too, fantastic. Good run, we've done it. 8 regen and 40, 50 spikes, somewhere around there. Good enough on that tanky unit. And we only played the Ascend twice, I think. But making that one Demon Fiend small meant that I could play him right behind that Thorn Hollow and then only get access to that Ascend a couple of times and have that be enough. You know, because if the Demon Fiends are 3 capacity, I'm not fitting 3 of them on a floor. Pyre Shards. Consume, apply spikes 4. I think that people have an incorrect assumption when they play the Awoken. They say to themselves, this Awoken, he's a spikes lord. He has explosivity. You gotta keep him alive. He's your tank. That's not true. You don't need to keep the Awoken alive. He can just be out there to get you started while you get other units out there, while you play your other units, your other tanks, your other damage dealers, you can use the Awoken Champion as a booster to boost you into a good position. And if you get one level of spikes on the Awoken, that is enough to wipe so many support units out. You'll notice on this run, the only real problem we had were support units that had like plus 10 armor. That's annoying because the spikes only knocks off the armor. Now at 15 armor, you are able to do damage to them if you have 20 spikes, but at 10 armor, you're having a little bit of a hard time punching through, but you don't need necessarily to just go spikes. Yeah, you get 40 spikes. Well, guess what? We had 40 spikes on our Thorn Hollow, and he had 150 health. And he did 20 damage. You know? We got value out of the draw from the Awoken. With Unleash the Wildwood, we kept him up at full health. We could have dumped, you know, high value heals on him. Like if we had heal 25 plus draw 2 cards next turn, that's a good one to put on your Sentient because it's just raw health. But the regen, we dumped it all in the Thorn Hollow, and he kept us going. You don't need your Sentient to live and to be your primary tank. If there's a lesson to be learned from me constantly taking Spikes 10, Revenge Draw 1, Sentient, it's that. Do it. Try it out. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, especially if you get a tanky Awoken unit that gets stronger turn after turn, even if it's the +1/+1. Get yourself some double incant. Well, I guess that doesn't work because it's a Rejuvenate trigger, not an incant trigger. Oh well. In any case, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs. And I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.